Well, good evening, folks. Happy Sunday. Hope you all had a great day. And welcome back to another interesting evening. Always is, with Papa D and Angela. And we've had another interesting week. We'll talk a little bit more about the big events of the week. Certainly at the top of this list would be the peace in the Middle East. Hostage release hopefully shortly. And the continuing moronic stupidity going on at the Capitol, pretty much on one side of the aisle. But again, we'll dig a little deeper into that. But thanks again for coming out this evening. Just like to thank you all the subscribers. You all are doing a great job. We love all the new subscribers, all the comments we hear, the things we see are looking really good, and we appreciate all of your help in keeping us up and running here at Let's Talk About It with Papa D. With that, let's bring in my partner in crime here. I'm going to try. Good evening.
Can you hear me?
We got you.
All right. How's it going, everybody? How you doing, Dad?
I'm doing great. I hope you're doing all right.
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, let's change that.
A little
There we go.
sleepy, but we're hanging in there.
Yeah, it was a long day. I had a work day in, got another one tomorrow. So, we just squeezed in everything in between. We've got a launch going off tomorrow, a big launch out of Boca Chica.
Oh.
So I'll be hopefully available on David at Deliver Space. Another cheap plug.
Go check that out, guys.
Check that out. But just hoping for tomorrow. I believe they're going within the window at about 6 and change, 6:15, something like that. And this will be the final version 2 Starship. And then we're going to push on to version 3 and a lot of cool things happening. So just as a quick aside, if you have time, check it out. Somewhat historic. And a step closer to
Mars.
Moon and Mars. So, enough of the cheap plug. So it's hard to say where we start tonight. We're trying
I don't know. There's so much.
Yeah, we're trying to stay
Whew.
on topic and on subject, but every week it just gets so hard. But the big news, as I said, and then leading up, we got hopefully a big event coming here in the next 20 hours or 12 hours, something
Probably
like that.
less than
Now,
that. Yeah.
yeah, I'm a little bit behind the time with the work schedule, but we are hoping and praying that after many, many attempts and many, many hundreds of attempts. Hello, Blue.
My dog says hi, you guys.
Here's his papa.
He's protecting the house. He thinks he is.
He's doing a great job. He's our big, huge fluff ball, 3-legged fluff ball.
Yeah. He's old. He has 3 legs. And he's a pity. He loves his cuddles. He gets mad when he doesn't get enough, but he's just doing it. He had to get in the video. He's been really good this whole time.
He had to get in there somewhere.
He's been doing good. I can't even blame the guy.
No, he's a ham. You got to get his time.
He is
in.
a ham.
But we're very hopeful. We're going to have some big news. Our president, as of, I want to say, about an hour ago, it was reported he is on his way to the Middle East, aboard Air Force One. And there's a good chance that we have 20 hostages released. They're talking about hopefully the majority, if not all, alive. But there are a number that they expect remains back. There are some that
Yes.
JD said may never make it back, which is horrible.
It is horrible.
But
But I'm glad that they
this,
came to some kind of a ceasefire
right,
agreement that this is the first step. There is, much more to come. This doesn't mean it's all over and they put a bow on it, but it's a
no,
huge first step because like you said, Dad, a lot of the hostages that are now unfortunately not with us anymore, it is a big deal that they get returned back because in Jewish culture, they don't believe that the soul is at peace or at rest until it has been given a proper religious burial. So that is
right,
a huge deal for those families, and good, they can actually grieve and start that process and start to heal. The countries can heal. These people can get back to where they need to be and rebuild and start again. And hopefully, this is just the first step in a long um, line of peace going forward because
right.
this has been going on, like Trump was on, he was at a roundtable a couple days ago and mentioned, this has been going on since for 40, 50 years. And even, I mean, obviously
Oh,
centuries they've had issues over
this is
there, but
thousands of years of fighting.
this instance that they've been this latest round that's been going on, I mean, this is decades and decades that presidents prior to Trump had made attempts to come to some sort of peace agreement and get everybody, on the same page over in the Middle East. And Trump has finally cracked the code.
We hope.
Whatever he said or whatever he had to do, at least it's the first step in the right direction. And that's, you can't go anywhere positive until you take that first step. So I'm proud of everybody that's involved, all of our administration, everybody overseas that came together, um, really made this just as good as it can be in a really, really ugly situation. And
Hmm.
hopefully we can move past it. It's a big deal. It's such a big deal. I don't really think
Yeah,
many people know how big of a deal this really is. This is going to be a
yeah,
worldwide implication from this. This is really
right.
good.
And we are cautiously optimistic. I mean, as you said, Ange, this has been something that it's a hard fought, no pun intended, no disrespect in any way, shape, or form meant. But uh,
Right.
this has been a battle that has been fought for many, many years, and there's been a number of accords that have seemed to be it, and then one way, shape, or form have fallen apart. So this looks to be, like you said, the beginning of hopefully the first real serious agreement that changes history and changes what the course and the face of what the Middle East will be. Again,
Mhm.
we hope for the best, and we thank President Trump and the administration, all the hard work of the State Department, everything that went into this, everything that went into it on all the parties. But we just
Right.
want them to hold to it. But we will remain in abeyance,
Very
and we
cautious.
will be cautious about what we see. The thing that I'm maybe a little bit more being an older guy, and I've seen this through a number of administrations, uh, but I do trust that when this president believes that this is something that will at least the first step in a overall lasting process and lasting peace, I believe him. Not that I disbelieve any other president, but this is not President Trump's first peace deal,
It's true.
and I
He's
we're
been
not
in
even going to.
he's been knocking them out like two a month at this rate.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
to
just incredible.
not call him a man of peace is silly, but that's what the Democrats and those on the left continue to do, and I have no doubt that they will find fault with this. They already have a
Well,
problem with Israel.
we did we did have Mrs. Clinton in an interview literally come out and give credit to Trump for the
Yeah,
peace deal. I was shocked to say the least. I didn't think we'd ever see that coming. Um
no, I
but
also
I
believe that
do
Go ahead.
I do agree with you, Dad. I think, a lot of it is for show and just to
Right.
say, okay, well, we can't, this is one of those things where we can't really, I mean, we got to give them credit for this, at
Yeah.
least a
We
little
gotta
marginal amount.
look the part.
And right. And they follow it up with, and he's doing all these bad things. Like it's not
Right.
like oh yay, and they leave it alone. It's like, well, but
Yeah,
he's doing all this
he
other
had a
stuff.
good deal, and what a good guy for doing this, but he's a Nazi.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He's a fascist,
He's a
but he
fascist
did this one good
anyway.
thing.
But I
I don't
think
know.
when you look at Hillary, remember during the first election campaign, by the way,
Oh,
those of you with short
so
memories,
long ago.
it was a resounding beatdown.
Yeah, it was
But the
pretty.
war,
It was pretty brutal.
yeah, the battle cry was what? Lock her up, lock her up, lock her up.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, fast forward
She's getting
administration,
scared.
and Mr. Comey is now facing lock him up, lock him up.
For
I
real.
have
For real,
for
lock him up.
seriously, yeah,
Like indicted.
he going to do some hard time, I believe. So,
Maybe.
wouldn't you think one would have to believe that other individuals within prior administrations and other affiliations might be a little bit more concerned than they once were. In 1 week, we've had Comey get indicted, Letitia get indicted.
Hmm.
Uh,
But that, shockingly enough, that had nothing to do with Trump. That was a
no,
totally other separate
no,
thing. That was mortgage
that
fraud. So,
yeah, she didn't. She set herself up for that one. But of
right.
course,
That was,
Trump's a fascist.
right.
Trump's
She still does
no.
dislike Trump very strongly. I will just say that. She definitely is not a Trump
Well,
supporter.
she can dislike him from the prison cell
She
of
can,
which she
because
is
now
going to be a resident.
she's going to face up to 30 years in prison if she's convicted of all her charges. So, boy, oh boy, isn't that something?
Hasn't the tide turned, huh? Boy, oh boy.
Sure has.
But
Are you
yeah, I
tired
think
of
there's a
winning
lot
yet,
of
you guys? Are you tired?
yeah.
Are you tired? I'm a little tired, but I've got my coffee, so we're okay. As long as they keep pumping us full of coffee, I'm never gonna get tired of winning. I'll tell you that, Dad.
I have to say, yes, that is true. And the other day at work, I really was bad. And instead of drinking water the way I should be,
Oh no.
I knocked out about 8 cups of coffee. So
Oh boy, you haven't done that in years.
no, bad habits are coming back. They make really good coffee at this location. So I
Oh
was a
boy.
bad boy. But
Were you
boy, did I
zooming? You were
digress.
zooming.
I went to the left on that one. Um, coffee good, yellow man bad.
Right. So they say. I
So
don't
they
know.
say. So anyway, we're hopeful, guys. It looks as if big news coming by tomorrow. Latest report has the president indicating that the release could come earlier than expected. I think, in
Mhm.
his words, a little bit early. When the president says something like that, that usually means something's already booked.
Right.
And we will look
It's
forward to
happening.
that. We look forward to the families and friends of those hostages to get their loved ones returned to them in one form or another. So, and this is again a long process. This is step one of like 20 from what they're saying, a 20-step plan.
Yes.
Not all that I personally or anyone has wrapped their arms around yet. But it is a good first step. And the president made a remark during the campaign that that part of the world should be a place you can go and enjoy and lay on the beach, and it could be a place to vacation. It could be the Med could be another Med, the Med, and I think that could be something down the road that could be aspired to if all parties can get together. That can transform the Gaza Strip, that part of the world, and turn into something, well, not like was unseen in the other parts of the world, Qatar and like that. 20 years ago wasn't
Yeah.
there, but
I think
everybody's
if
got to get together and be peaceful first.
right, I think if they can make sure that they can make it a profitable area in the region, but still um, keep the culture of Gaza very, you know, apparent throughout, so that it isn't just like, oh, we're just building high rises and there's like a beach and, like
Yeah,
the people can live there, they can
like
have
Orlando.
jobs, they can prosper, but they have that option to make it.
Right.
I mean, that's huge. If they that's a huge moneymaker for the region
It
all
could be
together, really.
it could be an amazing part of the world, and my understanding is Israel's still going to occupy 53%, so the culture could still hopefully remain. And we hope for all good things to come to that region, that the death and destruction
Right.
stops. That's all
Exactly. No more
anybody wants,
background.
but it starts with them, and it
Right.
starts with a single step, and this is that single step. And again, we reach out and we thank the president and the administration for getting with the Israeli people, the Hamas, and working out what we hope is the beginning of an amazing future for them. Uh, Future administrations here have to stay on point with that, though, and stay focused. And we hope that
Oh yeah.
happens as the years go by. Uh, it has not been very positive towards Israel in the prior administration, so we need to stay laser focused on that. So we wish them the best, and
Yes,
we'll
absolutely.
let you know what more comes out of that as we all start to see this unfold. Look forward to pulling down some video tomorrow of hopefully the signing ceremony.
It's going to be a
And some
very
really great
historic
things.
day.
Absolutely. So I think probably the next step is going to be to moving through the news cycle.
Okay.
We hit it every week. It's every single week. It's constantly in your face. But the stupidity of the shutdown,
Oh, yes. The Schumer shutdown.
the Schumer shutdown. For those of you that are keeping score, for those of you that are not keeping score, the government is still closed. Not that sometimes it's hard to tell if they're open or closed,
They're definitely closed this time.
but they're definitely closed this time. And multiple votes over the last 3 or 4 days. Well, it's been a week, but definitely the last 3 or 4 days. Uh, and there's been no movement because a specific side of the aisle is holding what should be a simple continuance moving towards final budget, holding it
Mm-hmm.
hostage. And I'm not going to go deep diving Ange into this with particulars, but there's $1.5 trillion of crap that is trying to be pushed back in to a continuance bill, which is just
Right. And
ridiculous
that's not
and
how
never
that works.
happens. It's not
Right.
the way it works.
That is a whole separate process that we don't have enough time for that on tonight's episode for a government lesson for everyone, but um you can't just s- pick and choose, your favorite things that you would like to fund, okay?
To keep the
And
government
then
open.
right, right. So like what they've already passed in the House, and they need 60 votes in the Senate. It's like a
60.
sandwich, okay?
Ooh, that sounds
You
good.
can't just pick and choose. This is not the kind of sandwich where you can make it your way. This is not Burger King, okay? This is the government. You can only
This is a
put so
jail
many
sandwich.
things. Right. It's bologna and hope and dream, okay? On a
Bread's
good day.
optional.
On a good day. Right. Um, you can't just pick and choose what you like and just try to sneak it in there and hope to God nobody knows it's there, right? This is like everybody has to be on board, and that is a separate vote that they have to do for any budget or any kind of thing that they would like to add. Or it's just,
Right.
without going into crazy detail, it's just, you can't do it like that. And they
No.
know that you can't do it like that because Schumer, who is the minority leader in the Senate, has been in government for 40 plus years. This man is not as stupid as you think. He knows the rules. He's doing this to try to drag this out. And I have a sneaking suspicion, Dad. It's a very large concern. Came to me
Tell
yesterday.
Angie. Tell me. What do you think?
Okay, so the
Deep breath.
longest, I know, this is a long one. Okay, you guys, just get cozy.
TED TED Talk #1 coming. Grab your coffee,
Right, TED
kids.
Talk, Epiphany, I don't know. The longest government shutdown ever was lasted for 35 days. Now, that might not seem like a lot of time in, just any old average time of the year, but when the government is shut down, that's literally like an eternity, okay? My fear is that because they know they have, the Democrats, they meaning the Democrats,
Them guys.
they know that they don't really have a lot left to dig in and try to like dig their heels in the sand kind of situation. My fear is that they're going to try to beat that record so that when the midterms come and the presidential election comes in 28, they can say, well, under Donald J. Trump, we had the longest ever government shutdown. And that's
Hmm.
my fear now, is that Schumer and friends are in their little talks in their offices trying to figure out a way to make this work for them in the long run
Yeah.
because that's
And
what
put
they
the spin
do.
on.
And right. And so that's my new fear now, is that this is, I've heard multiple um, news outlets and really people in the administration say they don't expect for this to last much longer, but I don't. I will be glad if it gets open earlier, but I have a
Right.
fear that we are in this for the long haul, you guys.
I think you're right.
And
I
that's my
mean,
TED talk.
very good. I enjoyed that. I think
Good. Okay.
you could be very well right. I mean, when you have a party that's fairly, not fairly, pretty much dead, and it has
Yeah,
nothing
it's
to
it's
offer,
no.
nothing. They have nobody to offer. They call they all across the aisle call everyone socialists and communists and Nazis and all this stuff. When if you look at the leadership, the up and coming leadership, it's what they have. When you
Mhm.
have nothing and you have nothing to lose, when you have nothing to lose, all you have is to smear.
Right.
So you do something, and then you let the media spin it in such a way that it becomes the fault of the opposing
Exactly.
party. So that makes a lot of
Exactly.
sense. I mean, it's what else do they have?
I'm
And it's conspiracy wise or not. What else do they have
right.
looking forward, being forward thinkers as we are, going into the midterms? What have they got to stand on right now? Nothing,
Zilch.
zilch, nothing but pointing fingers, whether it be for something that's legitimate or in most cases that is fabricated.
Right.
So this would be a perfect example of, oh, people, and it's horrible, guys. When the government
It
shuts
is.
down, the military doesn't get paid, although Pete Hegsworth has
Trump.
been charged to take care of that.
Right. Trump got with
But
Pete. They found the money somewhere. The troops are getting paid this week.
right,
So that's,
get him paid.
he's looking out for the troops. They
But you got a lot
also
of yeah. Go ahead,
they
Angie.
use they use the tariff money to keep the WIC program in place.
Mm-hmm.
And that helps mothers with formula, baby food, fresh fruits and vegetables while they're pregnant, after the baby's born. I was on it with my daughters after they were born. And when you have twins, um, those kind of programs are a lifesaver. It really helped us. So I can vouch for that as a mom
Mm-hmm.
myself who has used it in the past. I mean, my kids are, teenagers now, but it is so important. But they found, you know, Trump was like, nope, we're not having it. We're not having that. The mothers are going to get their stuff. These babies are going to eat. So he decided to use the tariff money coming in, funneled it into the WIC program, and now these expectant mothers and new mothers are now going to be able to get that money this month, which is incredible. And I know that, you know, you already have so much to worry about when you have a baby and you're pregnant or you just had a baby. You don't want to have to worry about the programs that you rely on not being there and you're using them in the right way. These aren't people that are abusing the system. These are people that legit need these programs. So I'm really glad that, you know, Trump is like, okay, you know what? You want to shut the government down? Okay. You're having a tantrum. Fine. We're going to keep the government running. We're going to also um, take some programs away. And a lot of people are going to lose their job, unfortunately, from this. So there are positives that Trump has found, but you know, it kind of is what it is kind of a situation. If the government isn't having any money coming in, you can't keep these people on the payroll when there is no payroll to pay them. So
Yep.
it's kind of economics 101. It's owning a business 101. You know, if you're making enough money, you can hire more employees. Great news. If you're not making any money, well, I don't think you're going to need any employees. It's
Yep.
just going to be you. So
And he'll
it's going to suck.
all the good things he's been able to accomplish short term. They're just short term fixes. We know that.
Right.
The
These are
government needs to
not
get
long
opened
term.
back up, so these
Yes, that's the
programs
goal is
continue.
get it back open.
But he will be blamed for doing those things somehow. That will turn bad.
Oh yeah.
But
They'll figure out some
he
kind of something.
they'll figure it out something. But he and the sane people in this world all look at that and go, "We understand. You take care of the people that need to be taken care of, and there's no damn
Right.
reason on the planet that people not mothers not getting food for the kids and themselves, and military not being paid when they're being asked to, you know, the things they're being asked to do right now around the world and within the country. No, that just doesn't
Absolutely.
happen. So he'll get blamed for something there, but you know what? We know it's the right thing, right time.
Right.
But
And that's why we make videos like this for you guys, is so that you get the full honest truth. And when the midterms come rolling on in, and you can make your decision for yourself. Do you like what
absolutely,
Trump has done? And do you want that to continue? Do you like what Congress has done? Do you want that to continue? Maybe you don't like what your elected official is doing in your state, and you're like, you know what? No, it's time for you to go.
time to throw the bum out.
And that's okay. Right.
But yeah, I mean that
It's
was a
cool.
basis for the formation of our channel earlier or last year. You know, we put out information. It's not rocket science, guys. Which side of the street we fall on, and
Right.
I believe we fall on the side of the street that is the street of common sense, the street of Charlie Kirk.
Yes. Oh, tell them about what's happening this week with Charlie.
Super Bowl.
Well, that too. But
Okay.
he is getting awarded
Oh,
the
the
presidential.
presidential free Medal of Honor.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Medal
that
of Freedom, same
Medal of
the
Freedom. I'm
civilian
sorry.
version.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, on his birthday, on what day is that? Tuesday. Trump is going to
Mm-hmm.
give the award to Erica. She's going to make a little few comments,
Mm-hmm.
and what would have been Charlie's 32nd birthday. So happy early birthday, Charlie! And
It's still his
um,
32nd birthday.
it
Happy
still
birthday,
is, yeah.
Charlie.
And I can't wait, because I can't think of a more deserving American right now than that man.
Absolutely.
So I'm glad that Trump could work this out, and I think that's going to be something that um, his kids are going to have to look back on and say, you know, wow, my dad did that. You know, look what my dad did, even after he wasn't here with us anymore. And so that's a big deal for them too. So that's exciting. But yes, also the Super Bowl
Yep.
halftime show.
The impact that Charlie has had is doesn't need to be rehashed, but this will be decades. This will reach into the future, and the impact it has
Hmm.
on politics and humanity in my humble
Yeah.
opinion. But yeah, what's the halftime show thing guy? Bunny, Bad Bunny,
So Bad Bunny is a
Bad Bunny. I
he's a
had no idea
rapper.
what the hell a Bad Bunny was, but
Oh.
boy, I don't like him now.
I don't know really a lot of his music necessarily because I don't really listen to that kind of stuff. I like a different type of music that you can't understand, but more of the head banging, kind of rock kind of stuff, not, different language. But regardless, that's besides the point. The point is that um, I didn't really know a lot about him too, so I kind of had to do a little bit of research on it. But apparently, um, in his press conference, that when they made the announcement that he was going to be the Super Bowl halftime show performer, um, a lot of people were in shock, obviously, and
And said, "Who the hell is he?"
apparently, right, apparently he's known for not none of his songs are in English, they're all in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
So basically he told people you have 4 months to learn Spanish or you're not going to understand what's going on. And apparently he is widely known for cross-dressing on stage. Um did not know that until after I started looking into who this person was. So I guess, a lot of people who watch the Super Bowl halftime show, there's a lot of people. Okay, maybe you're not a sports person. That's okay. Super Bowl Sunday is like Christmas Day to football fans. Okay, whether it's your team or not, we like to get together, mainly families and friends. You have a little
Mm-hmm.
cookout, you get your little snacks.
Eat and drink
Most of the
heavily.
time, right. Some people do. Some people, it's a Coke experience or, Coke and juice experience, but
Coca-Cola.
um right. No
Co-
Pepsi. No, we're not about
no,
that
no,
life.
no, it's not a Coke experience. It's a Coca-Cola.
Right. If you can get
Okay.
it in the bottle, primo situation. Anyway, a lot of times in those groups of family and friends, there you go, there are children. Because a lot of families, they
Yes, there
can't just
are.
leave the kids at home on Super Bowl Sunday. So
Well,
pack up the kids. We're all going. And parents do not want their young children potentially watching a man get on stage dressed as a woman. Over the last couple of Super Bowls, we've seen some provocativeness more so than ever
well,
before.
the Super
So
Bowl
it's
halftime
a
shows
little safe,
they've skewed left, and
right?
they've gone
And
left, more left, more left, and this is no
parents are
surprise.
concerned, right?
Nobody wants that.
Parents,
Their kids see that.
nobody, no. And I'm an adult, and I don't necessarily look forward to viewing that. So
When
with
did
as
you
much
grow up?
backlash, well, I'm still working on it, but
All right, good.
every day is a
All right.
progress.
Don't get my heart going.
Right. I'm not there
Go on.
yet. Not there yet. Um, with all the backlash that had, you know, obviously been happening because people are just like, what the heck is going on? People, instead of saying, well, we're just not going to watch it, Turning Point, it was a post on X. Somebody had made a suggestion that Turning Point should make a separate halftime show
Mm-hmm.
that people could watch that was faith based, maybe had some, more well known, country or pop musical acts. And
Yeah,
as an
people we
alternative,
know.
right? People we know who do like America, by the way. This dude, this Bad
Yeah.
Bunny guy, I don't really think he likes America too much from what he's been saying.
No,
Now, that's
he
from his mouth.
he doesn't like
Um,
America, but he likes making money here.
he does.
Yeah.
Most of
Yeah.
them
That's
do. That's usually how that works. We're seeing a pattern. You see
sounds.
a pattern here.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like what just George Clooney just did, but that's another
R-
story.
Right. So
Continue.
they did come out with the announcement this week. What was it? Friday, Dad? I think it was Friday.
I believe it was. Yeah.
Um, that they have taken the advice of so many people on social media, and they have since delegated a time slot. They are going to have musical acts like Travis Tritt. You're going to have some faith-based gospel type singers. It's a little bit of mix of everybody. Um, and they're going to put on a show, and it's a good alternative if, you know, you just don't want to view that kind of stuff that the NFL is trying to shovel down everyone's throat every single week, it feels like. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I think honestly, as a football person who watches the Super Bowl pretty much every year, no matter if my team is in there or not, which I don't see that happening anytime soon, but that's a whole other topic. Um,
Don't go there.
I'm
Don't
not.
go there.
I'm trying to stay positive. Um,
Mm.
I think if now I have older kids who aren't into football. My daughters could care less about sports, and that's okay. That's okay. Um, my son could care less. He likes hockey, but he's not a football guy.
Right.
Um, I don't really, for the young children standpoint, it really doesn't affect me. But as a mother, yes, I can understand. Like if I had younger children, absolutely not would we be turning this on. Even knowing that prior shows around the world and in the United States, he's done these types of things, there's no guarantee that anything vulgar or crazy is going to happen. But let's be honest, we've seen so many shows in the past where that is the theme.
Remember,
It's
guys,
how vulgar
2 words.
can we
Janet Jackson.
right, or even most recent dad, Jennifer Lopez
Jennifer
on
Lopez.
her, with Shakira. That was
Yep.
something else. Um, so if that's not your jam, I think it's a good thing to have an alternative. Like
Mm-hmm.
maybe you like football, but you know, you go to church on Sundays with your family, you read the Bible every day. You aren't into that kind of vulgar stuff, but you still want to watch the game. So I think it's great. And
Yep.
what can there can't be anything bad about having options. Like it's not to say that
Not at all.
people don't like the NFL. It's just we don't like this guy and his performance.
Yep. And I will say one thing right now. We recommend, again, there's not a lot of details out, but it will be a halftime show. It's going to supposedly fall right within the slot, which is really going to affect all the sponsors that have paid millions of dollars to
Oh,
be
yes.
represented by such an act. But we would recommend here at Let's Talk About It that when the details come out, we will make sure we are getting those details to y'all. The
Mhm.
what's, the where's, the how's, the who's, and anything in between. And
Exactly.
I will say right now that I don't think Angie would bother you at all that if we are allowed to, and if Turning Point allows that show to be broadcast without any legal issues or copyright issues, that we will stream it and get it out along with every other streaming platform that they allow to have it. If
Yeah,
not,
I think that
we
would be
will
great if we can.
absolutely we'll get you the information so you can get to that entertainment, whether it's on
Mhm.
television or streaming or through Turning Point's site. But I'm going to try to reach out, and if they will allow that, I can make that happen very easily, and we'll simul broadcast it at the same time, and just gives you one more opportunity to check in, say
Right. If
hello.
you're not at home, if you're at work and maybe you're on break and you can't watch the Super Bowl, but you want to tune into this maybe, that would be a great thing too. Anything that we can do, um, and you guys too, I know for sure would agree, some or most, anything that we can do to support Turning Point at this stage is
Absolutely.
huge. We need to continue the mission. We need to support Erica and everybody in that production team and everybody that's involved with that. It is such a good message for everybody. Um, so anything that we can do to continue helping them
Right.
thrive is what we're gonna do.
That's what we're going to do. We're a small player. We're not having delusions of grandeur. You know, we don't have 100 million viewers. We hope to one day. We
Maybe
hope you guys
someday.
enjoy it enough, and you keep telling people you know, and hitting subscribe and like and bells and all the cool things. But if we can assist by getting a handful of people to support what Turning Point's doing and to enjoy that show, we'll try to do it. So as we get closer to January and the details start to come out about that, at the very least, Angie and I will make sure we get those details posted on the page. We'll bring them up in a future episode so you all can be part of that. And we would recommend that highly. That which the NFL calls entertainment is not entertainment to all of us. And I don't
Right.
believe it is
And
very
that's okay.
indicative or representative of most of the people that tune in and watch the game. My
Yeah.
opinion.
I would have to agree. I think over the last couple of seasons, it's, I haven't heard much positivity come out from people watching the halftime show, or even the advertisers that are advertising the commercials. And back in the day, years and years ago, we would watch the Super Bowl and that's all anybody talked about the next couple days, right? You go either to school, to work, and it's, oh man, did you see this commercial? Or, oh, did you see this part of the halftime show? And that was a big talking point for people. But now I don't hear much positivity come out of it. So I'm looking forward to this alternative, just mainly based off of the fact that we are going to get some more positivity coming out of it. And even if people aren't watching the football game itself and they're just tuning in to the halftime show for Turning Point, I think that's great either way. Like, if you want to tune in and listen to people sing that maybe you liked, a while ago, or you forgot about, and you're like, oh, I remember that song, or you want to listen about, to songs about Jesus too. They're going to have a little bit of that in there. So it really is great for everybody. I'm just glad they actually did it. Like,
Absolutely.
I thought it was just a suggestion online, and it's like one of those things where you just never know. So I'm really glad that they took everybody's feelings
Right.
into consideration about this. So
Well,
it's
and one
good.
thing that
It's
I had
always a
thought
good
about,
thing.
I didn't tell you about it, Ange, but one thing I was thinking about doing once I found out who or what a Bad Bunny is, I
Oh
thought,
yeah.
you know
Did you
what?
actually research too?
Yeah, I had no clue. No clue. And again, hey guys, whatever your gig is, you like Bad
Right.
Bunny, you like
He's
Bunny
just not for
Rabbit,
me. That's all.
he's just not most people's gig that tune into that game, I believe. And one thought I
Right.
had was trying to find old halftime shows and try to pick one out and put that on a stream as an alternative. Unfortunately, you can't
Hmm.
for copyright issues. You got to be careful, and I certainly don't have the rights or ability to do that unless that is public domain. But I was going to do some research on that and see how far back you could go. I wouldn't have a problem showing a halftime show from 1972 because anything back there might be old and decrepit, but it's got to be better than what they're going to offer up. So
That's true. I think my two favorites would probably either be Prince or when Travis Tritt did it in the early
Travis,
90s. That was probably honestly hands down like my favorite one,
absolutely,
because it was just so fun, and it just oozed America. Like
yeah,
you were just like, "Oh man, it's so patriotic." We just don't
yeah.
have anything like that anymore.
And I could still
So,
see
it's
Prince
depressing.
playing that guitar, the talent that man had in the pouring down rain,
Mhm. Yes, I was going to say in the rain too, which is really difficult as a guitar
like
player.
it wasn't even raining. What a
Yeah,
show! So we look at
it
those
was. It was a great
historic
show.
shows, and we go, and how did we get from there to that?
Mhm.
You know how we
Money.
got there? Well, the money and
Woke.
the left took over and woke took hold. This is what
Mhm.
they want you to believe you want. This is what they're going to give you what they want to give you, not what you want.
Right.
If they took a vote of people on their website or however they want to do it and gave 10 choices and threw some woke choices in and both and normalized entertainment, I venture to say I don't think Mr. Bunny would have made the list. But
Mm,
who am
hard
I?
pass. I mean, from what I saw, Dad, online, I hate to bring this up because oh my God, I'm so sick of it. But um, a very famous woman named Taylor came out with another album this week. Yeah, I know. I had to go there. And this is why. I'm getting there. All I heard all I heard online this week was rumor that everybody wanted her to be the performer. And honestly, if I had to pick between her and this bunny guy, I would have chose Taylor Swift. And I can't even
Yeah.
believe that I'm saying that right now. But between the two, you got to go with her. I can't.
You gotta.
I'm kind
You
of
really
upset it
don't have a
wasn't her.
choice.
Right. She's way bigger in terms of like album sales, I know, and all the hype about her albums coming out, and she got engaged and all this, and she's engaged to a football player, for God's sake. I mean, it writes itself, Dad.
Hmm.
It
We're not
writes
going to get
itself.
into the talent side of this.
Right.
Don't touch it.
She is engaged to a football player. I mean,
Right.
come on. Get her on the stage. She sings a couple of tunes. Everybody's, oh my God, friendship bracelet. And then we go back to watching the football game. That's what I'm saying. But what do I know? I don't know. I don't work in the entertainment industry, so
No, they
who
don't.
am I to know?
Very rarely does the NFL or any league call us and ask us our opinion.
I know, but maybe they should a
Unfortunately,
little bit.
yeah, exactly. If they would ask the American people's opinion, they would get it, which is what they don't want.
Right.
This is how you end up with Bad Bunny. Bad
Yeah.
Bunny. Really?
I don't know. I don't know.
I could see
I
him.
feel like it's going to be a train wreck.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I could see him maybe being the intermission show at a soccer match, where
Ooh, that would be more appropriate because of
Right.
the international
appeal,
situation.
and then he sings in
Right.
Spanish and all of that.
That is fair. I could see that.
The younger crowd, maybe. There's some dynamics there that make some kind of sense. But on the biggest,
I agree.
the biggest single stage in the world,
I mean, a lot of people know of him, but I don't feel like I know enough about him to say he's Super Bowl performer worthy. I mean, you had Rihanna, everybody knows who she is. I mean,
Michael
even
Jackson's
if you're
been
like
there. Travis, like you said.
Right.
Prince has been there.
Travis,
Justin Timberlake. I mean, these may not be my top favorite artists, but I know who
people
the heck
know
they
of
are.
them. Exactly. There's not enough name recognition unless that's the type of music that you gravitate to on a general normal basis. That might be the only reason that they picked him. I don't know.
No. Guys, drop comments for us. If you had to go Google or whatever, Bad Bunny, let us know. Let us know where you're from.
Yeah. Did you know who he was or no?
Did you like go, oh man, yeah, Bad Bunny? I've only had one person at work, a young lady, that said, "Oh my God, yeah, I'm so excited," and she's a young lady from Puerto
Was she
Rico.
younger than 30?
She's younger, much younger than 30.
Okay,
Puerto
so
Rico,
younger crowd.
and it's a
Okay.
artist she follows. And I said, I have to be honest, I have no clue, had no clue who this person was, and she wasn't surprised.
See,
so people that are not younger, that are not maybe Hispanic, not to be a racial profiling or anything stupid like that, but
I mean, it just so happened that she was like,
well,
and then I mean, you can't help that.
No, but you would know who this person is if this is someone you listen to, or is big in your native land, your native country. But here, like I said, I had no clue. You had no clue, and let us know. Drop us a comment. How did you feel? How did you feel after you figured out who it was?
Right. Are you planning on watching the Super Bowl halftime show still, or have you guys heard or thought about kind of jumping ship and going the other direction with Turning Point? So,
what are you going to watch?
What are you feeling about it?
I mean, I think a lot of us will, even though we won't watch that show, we're still going to check out replays to find out what exactly it was about.
Oh, it's going to
But
be all over X, no matter if we're looking for it
oh
or not.
yeah,
So don't
I mean,
worry,
20 minutes
you won't
after it
have to
happens, you
search
can
far.
watch it. Yeah,
Right, it's going
but
to be
yes,
available.
just let us know what you think you're gonna do. It's a little bit early yet. Got a few months to think
Right,
about it. Uh, but we'll keep you advised of what we find out, what's posted online with respect to the Turning Point show, uh, halftime show, whatever they end up calling it. But then if it's something that we can jump on and bring to those of you that, like Angie said, can pop on when you're unavailable at home or whatever you got going on that day, we can maybe be part of that. But that'll be up to the great folks at Turning Point to decide what's allowed, what's
right,
not allowed, and we'll try
right.
to be part of that as best we can. But okay, boy, beat that one harder than I thought we would. I'm trying to stay in
Oh,
focus, but it's kind of hard today.
oh. I did want to throw out something that I heard about on Friday. So it kind of goes back to the shutdown a tiny little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the next vote isn't going to be until Tuesday because
Right.
remember, Columbus Day is tomorrow, not
Not.
Indigenous Peoples Day.
That's my
Columbus
girl.
Day. Get it together, people. Um, the
Tighten
next
up.
vote's on Tuesday, so mark your calendars. There is a rumor swirling around. I've seen it on multiple places, and I would not doubt this one bit whatsoever. There is a rumor that JD Vance is going to be on the Senate floor on Tuesday to speak to the Senate as the president of the Senate. So get ready. They are going to get a tongue lashing. He's good at tongue lashings, tactful tongue
Yeah.
lashings, but tongue lashings nonetheless. And I would not doubt it because he has the heart of a lion like Trump, where he's just
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, we got to fix this. I'm getting in there. I'm getting in there. I'm making it happen. So
Yeah, you all need to
you
wake
might
up.
want to tune in,
Absolutely.
check your X account Tuesday, because usually it'll be in the morning. They do some initial votes and then just various little crap things that they do. It's not important. It is important, don't get me wrong, the Senate is important and those are important, but it's to get the Senate open for the day. It's more like a ceremonial thing rather than like a we're going to get stuff accomplished thing. But usually
Yeah.
it's late morning to early afternoon that Senate members are able to take to the floor and speak,
Yeah.
get
Before
stuff off
business
their chest
starts.
they want to talk about right before they start voting. So maybe tune in then or just on X and just to kind of see what's going on. But that is going to be a very interesting situation if that happens. I just wanted to mention that for
Absolutely.
everybody to keep on the lookout for that because that is a big deal. That does not happen um, really ever. Not
No,
very
generally the only
often. If it,
time. Yeah, go ahead, answer. We got a
um,
delay here, by the way. I'm sorry about that.
if it does happen, it's for like grave important situations. This is a grave important situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I would not be surprised if we see JD get up there and kind of try to beat some sense into some people with words.
Right.
um
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
It's either, like you said, for a very important reason, or there's a major vote that requires the president of the Senate to cast the deciding vote.
Mhm.
Uh,
Right.
that is not the case on this one, although
Could.
if there's enough votes that cross the aisle and it's close and they call for a cloture and have a vote, um, I mean, I'm conjecturing, but
It's possible.
that,
There's a
it,
slim possibility, but it is possible that could
yeah,
happen.
I mean, we're still like 5 out, I believe.
Yeah, no, I think it's 4 now, but it
4?
could. I
All
thought we
right.
had another person jump over on Friday, but I could be mistaken.
I thought we were
Um,
still at
we
the 5
probably
now,
are
but
still at 5.
if we're at 3 and we get another couple of jump the line or one jump the line and JD happens to be in the house, I don't know. Could happen. It's still a
We
short-term
need to get the
fix
government
because
open.
yeah, we get the government open back up, and then before the next go around, this will start all over again.
That's true. But
So
they need to at least get these appropriations bills done, locked in, and then they can start working on, okay, after the actual year is over, not just the governmental fiscal year, because those are two
right,
different things. Um, then, hopefully we're at a point where we can start. I mean, they worked bipartisan together to get it this far. So there is hope that this is possible. I mean, everybody's holding out hope. I know Speaker Johnson is oh very frustrated, and I cannot blame this
yeah,
man because he's everybody right now is trying to keep their composure. And as this drags on, it is getting harder and harder because you have constituents calling and you're on the phone with these people and nothing's happening. So
right,
I can see where the frustration is coming from. And I commend him for being as professional as he has been, because we have seen speakers of the House in the past that have kind of gone off the rails a little bit, but not Speaker Johnson. He's steadfast, sticks to the facts, and tries to stay as calm as possible, because the last thing the American people need right now is any hysterics coming from our side, the Republican side rather, because we're getting enough of that from the Democrats with the
right,
outlandish craziness. So I'm staying positive and hopeful,
right.
but like I said in the beginning, I have a sick gut feeling that this is not going to be over anytime soon, and I'm just going to keep
No,
praying that it would be over soon.
yeah, we can hope for the best, but we prepare for the worst because, like we said earlier, guys, the other side of the aisle has nothing to hang their hat on. They've
Mm-mm.
already
They're
utilized
desperate.
weaponization of the courts. Now I guess you're weaponizing Congress and you're holding the American people hostage, and
Right.
they're okay with that.
Oh
They're
yeah.
absolutely
Oh,
okay with that.
I wrote it down. How did I phrase it? Hang on, give me 1 second. I have so many notes. I have a whole notebook, you guys. It's no joke. Um, it's serious. I'm very serious. Um, I wrote it down. Oh. No, I had the quote, the Democratic quote that will live in infamy, which is the quote that Chuck Schumer said on the Senate floor of, each day this goes on, it gets better for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, but any
No, it don't.
living, breathing human being who knows of the suffering of other citizens, who is elected to serve them, is saying stuff like that, that boils my blood.
Yeah.
I can't with that man. I cannot. That
So
is going
what?
to follow him until the day he dies, and
Yeah.
even after. That is the only thing he's going to be known for now.
Well, it's what the party stands
It's
for.
just sad.
It gets better for us because
Hmm.
we make it worse for you. The
Right.
pain we
We're still
inflict
getting paid. Doesn't
on the
matter.
American exactly. We still get our money. We still have our millions. We're still sitting at Capitol Hill. Uh, we have the power. Their perception of the power they once held versus the power they have today is two different
Right.
things. But there's no problem inflicting pain and suffering on someone as long as you're the one doing the inflicting. If they were the recipient,
Hmm.
if they were the family that are having trouble buying groceries, paying their light bill, buying food for the kids.
Right. Lining up at a soup kitchen and a food bank, the troops.
Yeah,
That'll make you cry. I'm
yeah.
sorry. I hate to
But
see that stuff. That is
but,
so depressing. I can't
mhm.
even. It gets
but they're
ooh, it
okay with
just
that
riles
because it
me up.
doesn't affect them. This is the same group. You couldn't get them to tell you realistically what the price of a loaf of bread or a gallon of milk is because they don't ever have to reach
That's
and do
true.
those things for themselves. Uh, the pain needs to be inflicted back in the form of no paycheck, fines,
Mhm.
something that hits the purse, which is really there's two things that they understand: the purse and the power, the two P's.
It's true.
So you got to find some way to cut the power or cut the purse. Until that point, they don't have any problem with inflicting as much pain as it takes to get what they want. And like you said
Right.
earlier, like we said earlier, when you're in a situation where you have nothing to lose. And that's
Yeah,
where we
and
stand
that's
right
where
now.
that's when it gets really scary because people like that get really dangerous really fast. And this is
Absolutely.
getting dangerous. The longer this goes on, our national security is at risk because we have TSA agents and flight controllers not showing up. Like the airports are at risk from this. The troops are at risk. They're stressed and worried about providing for their families, and
Hmm.
it's just a bad situation that
Yeah.
doesn't need to get any worse.
Yeah. What if the air traffic controllers who aren't getting paid decide not to come to work?
Yeah, they've already had to shut down our airport in Tennessee at BNA 3 p.m. to midnight because they didn't have any air traffic controllers show up to work. They had to
Absolutely.
ground all the flights. Do you know how many people, especially with the holidays coming up? Oh my goodness
And this is
gracious. I
Nashville,
do not.
folks. I used to live
Yeah, this
there.
is no joke.
This is no
It's
joke.
it's crazy on a normal day.
When the airport
Um,
shuts down, the party town shuts down.
right.
Um, but again, it's
And
only
with it's
late
bad.
hours. But what happens when this drags on and on and on, and finally air traffic controllers around the country say, you know what, no pay, no play.
Right.
That's what I say. You don't pay me.
They're going to have to get a
Uh,
job elsewhere so they can put
yeah,
food on the table for their families. That's just the
absolutely.
way it goes.
So what do you do in that case when airports start to curtail hours, curtail flights? Your flights are being canceled left and right. Holiday season
Right.
coming up, like you said. Uh, that's just that's an inconvenience tied to a national security issue. If
Yeah.
airspace is not safe, if airspace is not being taken care of, yeah, people won't get home to grandma's for apple pie this Thanksgiving. But what
Yeah,
happens
but we could
when
also have terrorists fly in with stuff and nobody's going to see it because nobody's
who's
in the
minding the
tower to
shop?
catch it. Right.
So it needs to be
So, and
resolved,
it's not
and
happening to every airport. I don't want to get anybody in a panic. This is not countrywide. This is,
no,
little airports and blips and different times, and it's not like a constant they're going to shut down the airports. There's no mass hysteria. It's just we're seeing um the consequences right now in a
mm-hmm.
very small amount of
It's a slow,
a government shutdown, and what this is going to all become if this continues. It could get worse, let's hope not,
right.
but
It's a
very
slow
unsafe.
burn,
It is.
and
You don't
it
want any burn. We don't want any
you
more
don't
burn.
you want a zero burn, but when the government
Right.
shuts down, it takes time. It's like trickle down economics, which a lot of people would sit here and argue with me that. Uh, I still remember my arguments back in college, uh, being a Milton Friedman fan. Those of you that are economics and finance people will understand that. Uh, but trickle down economics and the theory that was attached to the Reagan administration, and you funds come in at the top and you roll them on down, they work their way through the economy. Well, trickle down pain works too, and when the
Mhm.
money's not there at the top and it starts to dry up as it runs through the colander, bad things begin to happen at the bottom. Not just people unable to pay their bills, and which is bad enough, but
Right.
it affects national defense. It affects everything from tax offices to social security offices, any government
Oh
agency
yeah,
you
the
work with.
IRS.
Yeah, it's all just trickling down to where when you pick up that phone and nobody answers, uh, but you still need what you need from them, and they still expect to get from you what they expect from you, but you can't talk to anybody about it because there's nobody home. And
Right.
the longer this drags on, the more painful it's going to get, and unfortunately, it won't be more painful for the people who caused the problem. Trickle down theory says it gets painful for the people at the bottom of the food chain. And
Yeah.
guess where we are, folks? We
We
are
at
the
the
bottom of
bottom.
that food chain. So they need to get their what together, and
Mhm.
we'll keep reporting back. Hopefully, we'll have some better news, and we'll be talking about an open government next week.
Let's
But
hope. Keep praying about it, guys. Seriously.
keep praying about it. Uh,
Whew.
we'll also give you guys again updates on what happens with hopefully the signing of the peace agreement, or phase one of the peace agreement, along with the hopefully Super Bowl halftime show worth watching.
Right.
Uh,
We will have all the latest and greatest about that. As soon as
we'll
it
update you on that.
all the information comes out, like Dad said, we'll post it. We'll post it on YouTube and make sure you guys check back for all those
Absolutely.
updates coming in.
But let us know what you think, guys. Again, we'd love to hear your thoughts about any of these matters. We'd love to hear about the Bad Bunny situation. I'd love to know how many of
Yeah.
our people out there actually know who he is
We should
or
do
are
a
fans.
poll. Ooh, I got to figure out how to do a poll. Let me figure that out and I'll post one.
You can do that. I've seen it, and we'll put the poll up.
Yeah,
as
I'll figure it
well as
out.
all the other hats she wears. Angie's the administrator on that account for us. I suppose that's
Yeah, I try to do what I can.
it's her
It's
bailiwick.
Yeah, I try to post some stuff. We're getting some likes, so that's encouraging. So thank you,
We like
everybody.
likes.
But
Hey, guys,
yeah,
we
I
do
try to.
appreciate you guys. I mean,
Yeah, so much, so
this
much.
has
It's so
been
fun. We love this.
we love doing it. Again, as we say, this is a love to do thing, not a money thing. We don't have cash flow from this. We don't make money off of it.
No,
We do it because we have a good time. We hope we give some information out. Maybe you hear a couple things on here that you didn't have a chance to hear during your work week, your busy week, or
right?
that if you are still a fan of, or a viewer, I should say, of mainstream media, not many people like that out there anymore. But you'll hear one story, and then we'll try to tell you kind of what the boiled down correct version without all the woke stuff attached is. We hope you appreciate that, and that's kind of why we're here. But to let us know what y'all think, and we'll get that poll up. Try to partake in that poll, and we'll
Yeah, let us know. Seriously.
yeah, we'll talk about the results next week's show. As you notice, we've
Oh
been hitting
yeah.
Sunday nights too, guys. We were on Saturday nights. It just seems like, for a lot of reasons, the Sunday night show is working out a little bit better. Work schedule wise, timing wise. So
Yeah.
we hope that works out for you guys. I think for a little while we'll probably stay with that schedule. Ange, what do you think?
I think so too. Between you working and then everything with the kids and the holidays coming up, I think it's just going to be easier for me and sounds like for you too. So if you guys are cool with it, we're
Yeah,
going to keep doing it.
We just want you guys that are standing by us here and coming out, watching the replays. I know the replays are the kind of the most watched, not most watched, but more often watched, I guess, and liked
Right.
and whatnot. So you can catch those anytime. But we're probably going to keep the schedule the way it is, which would be somewhere around 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central Time on Sundays. And that'll work out pretty good for us. But again, let us know. We'd like to know that none of that's affecting anybody's ability to tune in and check us out. We enjoy spending time with you guys every week. We're trying to condense. Got to get those. You can't buy a mail order. You can't. You got to buy them in the store. Yeah. Just don't. That's a Tennessee thing.
Yeah.
But we are looking forward to a lot of things, and at some point, my counterpart here is going to be down here in Florida, the great state of Florida. And when that
Oh, yeah.
happens, we'll be doing a lot more shots together. We'll still have the tie-in here, but we're going to have the show kind of evolve a little bit from that direction also. So let us know what you think about things like that, guys. Leave us some comments. Talk to us.
Yeah.
But
Don't forget to
condensing
subscribe.
the show. Oh, yeah. Don't forget
Hit the
that.
bell so that,
Ding dong.
wherever it is. I don't know if it's right there. Is it over here?
It's over there somewhere.
Hit the bell so no matter when we go live, you guys get that notification on your phone, your laptop, your tablet, your iWatch, your whatever you have that's new and cool
Your
and great.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Great. and you can tune in from
Wah, 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 wah,
wherever
wah, wah.
and never miss a beat, never miss a update. So make sure you hit that bell. Um, and thank you to all the subscribers who have continued to stick with us, everybody who's tuned in and watched the replay, everybody who's watched even the episodes we've done months and months ago. Thank you so much. It's so appreciated. See, here I go too, Dad.
There you
Um,
go. Yeah.
but yeah, thank you guys so much. I love doing this. I have such a great time. I know Dad has a great time, and I want to keep doing this. We have so much going on around the world and in our country right now. It's I feel compelled that we need to get as much information out that's truthful to everybody so you can
Right.
make decisions for yourself based off of the truth. That's the most
Right.
important thing.
And
So,
this is not going to be,
thank you.
a huge newscast where we spend
No.
hours and hours beating up a subject or, doing
We're
things.
not going to go
We
live for 9 hours either.
No,
Like I
no.
can't do that. I'm tired,
I
I'm
got to get
old.
them go to work in the morning. I got
Right.
I got no
That
time for a
too.
9-hour stream unless it's election night. That's a different animal.
That
Uh,
is different. Midterms, we might we'll see. I
Midterms
don't
gonna be
know.
different. We're gonna be
We'll get
here.
together on that.
We're gonna be here, and I got to
Right.
get some work done on that, some preliminary work on that, because that's gonna be a fun night. But with that being said, guys,
Yes.
we thank you. We thank you for coming out. I know we get a little silly and we get a little bit off script, but you know what?
It's okay.
It's okay. We kind of hit the high points with y'all, and we hope you enjoy that. Uh, we're just a dad and daughter that enjoy talking about current events and giving you our
Politics
opinion.
nerds.
Politics nerds with a little space nerd on the side.
Right.
Uh,
We'll
and
sprinkle.
before a little sprinkle. And before we let you go tonight, just again, shameless plug. David Deliver Space tomorrow evening, I believe, somewhere depending on my timing of being back at the studio, but somewhere between 5 and 6, I'll have that posted live or on the page. But we got the big Starship launch hopefully tomorrow, the last of Gen 2, and
It's
the
gonna be a good
beginning
one.
of a new era. And hopefully you get a chance to come out and check that out. Just want to give a little rah-rah out to Elon Musk and his team and all the folks out there at SpaceX. We're rooting for you, as always. I know this has nothing to do with politics and current events, but, well, it is current events.
It is current events. It's a big deal.
It's a big deal, and it's the first step to going places we've never been before, hopefully in our lifetime. So if you get a chance, check it out. If I don't see you there, we will see you back here next Sunday evening, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. Ange,
Sounds good.
sound good to you? All right.
Yeah.
With that, folks, again,
We'll see you
please
guys next
subscribe.
week.
Please look around. Please do all them things. Ring them bells. Do all the YouTube cool stuff. Papa wants you to do that.
Do
Help
all
us
that.
out. Come on, kids. And we will see you
Type
next
all
week.
the stuff. Yes.
Keep typing. Type us lots of comments. And we will see you next week, folks. Thanks again for coming out. Have a great week.
Bye, everybody.
And God bless America.
God bless America.
Good night, folks.